What if I told you that the money in your wallet isn't really money? Not in the way people think it is. It looks real. It feels real. And everyone accepts it. But at one point in history, money quietly changed, and almost no one noticed. That single change reshaped inflation, debt, housing prices, and why life feels more expensive today. This isn't some conspiracy or complicated finance theory. This decision affects how much your salary buys, why savings lose value over time, and why people feel like they're running faster just to stay in the same place financially. To understand modern money problems, we need to go back to when money was real. For most of human history, money wasn't just paper or numbers on a screen. It represented something physical: gold, silver, or valuable commodities. If you held a coin, it had value on its own. Trust didn't come from governments. It came from weight, scarcity, and reality. Eventually, carrying gold everywhere became inconvenient. So, governments introduced paper money. But here's the key part. Every note was backed by gold. You could walk into a bank and exchange paper for real metal. Paper wasn't money. It was proof of ownership. This system worked because trust had limits. Governments couldn't print unlimited money because they only had limited gold. If they printed too much, people would demand gold, and the system would collapse. That limit kept inflation under control for decades. But as economies grew, wars became expensive, and governments wanted more flexibility. Gold became a restriction. Countries needed to spend more than their gold reserves allowed. That pressure kept building, until one moment changed everything. In 1971, the United States made a historic decision. The government announced it would no longer allow dollars to be exchanged for gold. This wasn't voted on by the public. It happened quietly. From that moment on, money no longer represented anything physical. From that day forward, money became what economists call fiat money. Its value comes only from trust. Trust that governments won't print too much, trust that others will accept it, and trust that the system will hold. Money stopped being backed by gold and started being backed by belief. Nothing collapsed immediately. Shops still accepted money. Salaries were paid. Life went on. That's why most people never noticed the shift. But slowly, over years and decades, the effects started showing up. Quietly, then painfully. Without gold as a limit, governments gained the ability to create money freely. This made it easier to manage crises, but it also introduced a dangerous temptation. When money is easy to create, its value slowly erodes, even if it doesn't feel like it at first. Inflation isn't complicated. When more money chases the same amount of goods, prices rise. It's not that things suddenly became more valuable, it's that money slowly became less powerful. This is why many people feel like saving doesn't work anymore. You save responsibly, but the value of that money quietly declines over time. The rules changed, but no one explained the new game. Wages grow slowly, but prices react faster. Housing, education, and healthcare respond quickly to new money entering the system. That gap is why even hardworking people feel stuck. When money is cheap, borrowing becomes normal. Governments, companies, and individuals all rely on debt. The system runs, but only as long as confidence remains. The system isn't broken. It's doing exactly what it was redesigned to do. The problem is that most people are still playing by old rules in a world where money works very differently. Once you understand this shift, many things suddenly make sense. Inflation, rising costs, and financial anxiety. Knowledge doesn't solve everything, but it gives you clarity. Money didn't become fake overnight. It slowly lost its anchor. And that quiet change shaped the world we live in today, whether we realize it or not. If you want to understand money, not just chase it, subscribe to Money Mind.